Good morning. It's alive.
Michelle, it's too early to be alive. What do you want?
Promise comes a day.
It was the most wholesome family on TV. Or was it? Behind the pastel sweaters, corny catchphrases, and hugs at the end of every episode, Full House had secrets.
Yes, it's Friday. Free at last.
Let the weekend begin.
Whatcha?
Did Bob Saget, America's squeaky clean dad, actually have the dirtiest sense of humor on set? Did Uncle Jesse nearly quit before the show even began? Were the Olsen twins really chosen at random? Or was there more to the story? And why did they refuse to return for the reboot? Tonight on Rad Recaps, we separate fact from fable and uncover the truth behind America's favorite not-so-perfect TV family.
Oh, yeah? Wait till they see what happens to you.
Get ready for a big night of comedy.
Origins of Full House. The year was 1987. ABC was building a Friday night block called TGIF, aimed squarely at families. They needed a sitcom that parents and kids could watch together. Enter Jeff Franklin, a producer who originally pitched a show called House of Comics. The idea? 3 comedians sharing a house together. But ABC wanted family, not frat house. So Franklin rewrote it. 3 very different men raising 3 little girls. Fact. The show almost had nothing to do with family values. It was going to be about stand-up comics living under one roof. The show became Full House, and it premiered on September 22, 1987. Reviews, brutal. Critics called it saccharine and corny. But audiences, they ate it up. By the early 90s, Full House was a cornerstone of American TV, a top performer in ABC's TGIF lineup. Fable. Full House was a hit from the start. Fact. It took time to find its audience, but once it did, it became unstoppable.
Well, wouldn't you rather have an Elvis party? Idea, instead of all those goofy little hats, your friends can wear little tiny sideburns.
What do you say, little mama?
No, thank you, Big Daddy.
Casting myths and shakeups. Now, here's where things get interesting. Danny Tanner, America's neat freak dad, was not originally played by Bob Saget.
Linda, wait, do you ever go to the movies?
Sure. I love movies.
No kidding. Me too. It's a small world.
Fact. In the unaired pilot, the role was played by actor John Posey, but producers wanted someone funnier. Bob Saget was their first choice. But he had scheduling conflicts. Once he was free, they reshot the entire pilot. Then there's Uncle Jesse, or should we say, Uncle Adam. Fact. John Stamos' character was originally named Adam Cochran, but Stamos hated it. He pushed for Jesse, a name he felt fit better with his Greek heritage. But here's the biggest myth. Did John Stamos nearly quit Full House after filming the pilot? Fact. Yes. Stamos admitted in interviews that he thought the show was going to be his vehicle. After filming with the Olsen twins, he realized the show was about the kids, not him. He almost walked away. Thankfully, he stayed and became one of the most beloved characters. Now, the Olsens. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen were not the producer's first choice. In fact, producers auditioned dozens of babies. The Olsens were chosen almost by accident when their mom brought them in. Fable. They were groomed Hollywood kids destined for stardom. Fact. They were cast because they didn't cry during filming and could stay on set without fussing. Behind the scenes. Secrets and tensions. For a show that looked squeaky clean on screen, behind the cameras, things were a lot edgier. Bob Saget was famous in Hollywood for his raunchy X-rated stand-up comedy. In fact, cast members often recalled that between takes, Saget would crack jokes so dirty they couldn't repeat them in interviews. Fact. The man America knew as Danny Tanner was anything but wholesome off-camera. John Stamos and Lori Loughlin had undeniable chemistry on screen. Fable. They dated in real life during the show. Truth. They admitted years later that they did go on a few dates but stayed friends instead. Then there's Jodie Sweetin, who played Stephanie Tanner. During the show, she was a child star adored by audiences. But off-camera in her teen years, she struggled with addiction, a fact that came out years later. Fable. The Full House cast stayed as squeaky clean as their characters. Truth. They were real people with real struggles. Catchphrases and cultural impact. Despite the drama, Full House became an unstoppable force. Its catchphrases are still repeated today. Have mercy. Uncle Jesse. You got it, dude. Michelle. How rude. Stephanie. Merchandise. Fan clubs. Magazine covers. The Tanners were everywhere. But here's the fable. Full House was critically acclaimed. Truth. Critics hated it. They thought it was cheesy and manipulative. But the audience, families adored it, and that was all ABC cared about. By the mid-90s, Full House ended after 8 seasons. Rumors swirled that it was canceled because ratings tanked. Not quite.
Deej, you are going to have such a special evening with whatever his name is.
Fact. ABC wanted to move away from family sitcoms in favor of more adult content. Full House still had strong ratings, but the network was changing strategy. Fuller House and the Missing Olsens. In 2016, Netflix revived the series with Fuller House. Fans were ecstatic, but immediately noticed 2 people missing: Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Rumor, they were snubbed by the producers. Fable. Truth. The twins had long since retired from acting. They declined to return, focusing instead on their fashion empire. But their absence became a running joke on the revival. Where are they now? Bob Saget continued stand-up and hosted America's Funniest Home Videos until his tragic passing in 2022. John Stamos remains beloved, starring in shows like ER, Grandfathered, and Big Shot. Lori Loughlin became infamous for the 2019 college admissions scandal. Jodie Sweetin became an advocate for recovery after her struggles. Candace Cameron Bure built a career in faith-based programming. And Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, fashion moguls worth hundreds of millions.
Ladies and gentlemen, 30 years in the making, Fuller House!
Closing. For a show that critics dismissed as fluff, Full House left a massive mark. It gave us iconic characters, catchphrases, and one of the most unlikely comebacks in TV history. Fact. It was cheesy. Fact, it was corny. Fact, it was unforgettable. And as Danny Tanner always said, clean is good. But behind the scenes, things were anything but squeaky clean. Join us next time on Rad Recaps as we trade pastel sweaters for neon suits, diving into the myth and reality of Miami Vice.